The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to Fifth Third Stadium, home to the Kennesaw State Owls. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Missouri State Bears, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Kennesaw State Owls. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Kennesaw State ready to kick it off and get this game going. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Missouri State's offense will start this game off. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here if the quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time.
Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. On the run, it's Lawrence. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. All right, guys, let's talk just a little about Missouri State. At some point, the media needs to recognize this is a team on a hot streak. They've put together a nice record, winning 3 straight, now knocking on the door of the top 25.
Yeah, and I think, Reese, the media also realizes what happened early in the season, and they took a few lumps, and they were kind of figuring out who they are. But I feel like the last 3 weeks, Jesse, they're playing as well as anybody in the country, and they know what their identity is.
I agree. I think in college football, year in, year out, teams get better and teams get worse. This is the former. They all of a sudden are starting to realize and figure out what gives them the best chance to win week in, week out. Guys are playing at a very high level. I don't see that stopping today.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Let's take a moment and think Missouri State. Great pickup on the defensive front. 3-star defensive lineman gives a verbal commitment last week, and you really need to bring good talent into the program. Maybe diamonds in the rough. At this level, that's how they thrive.
Oh, there's no doubt. And just some of these guys, they're not as refined, but they've got the tools, right? And so I think he's got the tools, and this is a guy that you can build around that defensive line. You need all the big bodies you can get.
Oh, they're after him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Missouri State.
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had 1 extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it off with the score from the 4. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Kennesaw State's offense will go to work for the first time today. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Off play action. Finds the tight end. Turning it on. And he'll be brought down. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. So here comes the Bear offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Makes the grab. It's Joyner. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Tight end getting vertical. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Bears moving quickly to the line. Quarterback making adjustments. Clark to fire. Quick completion on the out route. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. And the Bears will have it 1st and 10. Makes the catch. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. After the first down completion, it's 2nd and short. To the ground with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. We've come to the end of the period. It's Missouri State holding the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. He'll set up to throw. Into the house. Touchdown, Missouri State. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. LSU is down, but they are not out of it, not in Tiger Stadium, a place Bear Bryant once said was like playing inside a drum. Maybe the best home field advantage in football.
There he goes! Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Off the play fake on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Rodgers. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Open space at the 25. They get him corralled, but not until he... until they stop him. He's got it again. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Williams will pass. He's got it on the move.
It's been a nice drive by this offense so far, and now this quarterback is faced with a critical third down in the red zone, trailing by a couple of possessions. If they're able to capitalize here, get this first down, score a touchdown on this drive, this game takes on a completely different feel. So this just feels like a massive moment in this game.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Now on the option. He'll toss it. Touchdown, Kennesaw State. Great job by the back on the option.
Defense has to do a better job with their assignment football, trying to slow this option play down. Someone has to account for the dive, the quarterback, and the pitch man. That time they were missing the pitch man outside. That's why he scored.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So here comes the Missouri State offense. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first two drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Caught in the backfield, it's Lawrence. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. The short hands, it's Robinson. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Power football with the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
All right, defense, it ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
From the gun, running back on the move.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Quick handoff. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Working that left side now. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Clark wants to throw. Pocket breaking down. Firing to the right, complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Bears trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Right on the money. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Pressure coming. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
You have to understand at home, it's really hard for a head coach to kick a field goal at this juncture. After such a long drive, so many first downs. You've gotten right down to the doorstep. 4th down, you want to be able to pay this thing off and punctuate this drive with a touchdown.
And that decision will be questioned for a while. He'll start this drive firing. Looking for a huge play. Makes the grab down the left side. Finds some room. You don't get a hoop. Kennesaw State does. Touchdown, Owls. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
And I love the play call. Oftentimes offensively, you like to throw the football deep down in your own end and take shots because you're anticipating man coverage. So if you get a receiver that can get behind the defense, that has a chance to be a home run type play. And you saw it work out exactly that way right there.
And he made the extra point without problem. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Clark to fire. Oh, he wants it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. That's caught. It's Johnson. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline.
In the slant route, you got to put that foot in the ground and cut in a hurry so you can create a little bit of separation from that cornerback, and a nice job with the concentration, plucking that football, pulling it in.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Off play action on first down. Snagged in the middle, it's Wallace. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Got to get lined up to spike it and stop the clock.
No gain on the play. Let's go.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10.
Black 18. Black 18.
Wants to go up top. The sweet feet buy a little time. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. Got to get everybody to the line and spike it to stop the clock.
The ball and the clock is stopped. Number 89 in punt formation to kick it away.
The kick is on its way. And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. Waning seconds of the first half, let's see just how aggressive they'll be. They'll go to the ground. Got the first down. Looking for more. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. He hurls one deep down the left side. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say this has been a fun watch so far in Kennesaw. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Fifth Third Bank Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Bears will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Fielded in the end end zone. It's Wallace. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting.
Oh, he's got some space. Smashes ahead. And they'll bring him down after the long completion, a chunk play for the offense. Kennesaw State right back to work.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They're dealing with a second and long. They'll give it to the back. Finding an escape route. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Kennesaw State hopes to be wise here in the red zone. They're going to go right back to him on first down. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He'll keep it himself. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they...
Touchdown, Owls! And that one will give them the lead. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Makes the catch. It's Robinson. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. New set of downs after the completion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
They'll go back to work on offense. Off the play fake. Throws for the tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Calls it in. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Kennesaw State right back to work. Williams looking for a man. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And here comes the punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And you just won't see a more effective punt than that, out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. So here comes the Missouri State offense. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. They'll leave it with him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Now the play fake. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab at the 25, and there's room. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. And the Bears have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun to give, looking for room. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Unloads to the right. Got his man. He makes the catch. He's knocked down immediately, but they'll have a goal-to-goal situation from the 8. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Clark wants to throw. Looking to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. The 8th play of the drive coming. You'd hate to settle for a field goal. It's 3rd and goal. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Fit it in the window for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a crease. It's Bennett. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Kennesaw State right back to work.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Grab near the marker. It's Bennett. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
Caught in the backfield, it's Bennett. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. They're facing a 3rd down. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. They'll run play action. Makes the grab. It's Bryson. He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. No fair catches here, looking for room. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. So here comes the Bear offense. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Clark to fire. Dumps it to the back. Got it in the middle. It's Joyner. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. Finding open areas. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Got a man. It's Johnson. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got the tight end. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be first and goal from the 6. And the offense is so close to the go-ahead score, they can smell it here in the fourth quarter. Got his man. Touchdown, Bears! They've got the lead here in the fourth. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
And he's going to bring it out. Makes a move. This guy is so excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. Pulls it, fired complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Williams will pass. Here's the pressure. Pulls it in. It's Moss. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. They get to the line quickly.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Going for the big play. And incomplete on the deep ball.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some first downs and march down the field.
The give to the tailback. And he's still running after the move. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Kennesaw State right back to work. He'll pull it on the read. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the right. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Kennesaw State.
Great job with the score. And listen, right here at this point in the game, there's still going to be time left. My defense is going to have to make a stand regardless. I'm going to kick the extra point because the field goal still beats me if I go for a 2-point conversion.
And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. SMU is getting smoked today. This is an eye-opener. It's the type of game that can just demoralize a fan base. They're trailing by 14 to Louisville.
Coming out on first down with the play fake.
Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Got his man quickly. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The play action fake. Fires to the middle. Complete with conviction on the crosser. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on third down that this running back's going to get it again. He got it on first, had a nice carry, got it on second. Now he set him up in third and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
And these are the big decisions you have to make in a football game. How confident are you in your defense? That's all this decision comes down to. If I kick a field goal and I trust my defense, that's how this game could end. Or do I want to roll the dice because I don't believe in my defense?
Right down the boulevard. It's good. And there's a lot of celebrating going on over there, but there is still time left on the clock.
You got to give this guy so much credit, man. It is so hard in practice to simulate the pressure that he just faced. Late in the game, seconds left on the clock, you have an opportunity to kick a field goal to put your team up late in the game, and he absolutely drilled it. What a moment for that young man.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. And if you list the priorities here, Jesse, first thing, get your kicker into his comfort zone.
It's a balance here between being conservative and being aggressive. You know that a field goal obviously puts you in a position to win this game, but, David, I don't hate being aggressive here either.
No, I'm going to be aggressive. I'm not leaving it up to my kicker if I have a choice. I trust my offense. I make the plays I know I can make. I watch the clock, but I stay aggressive.
Here comes the heat. He goes out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. Didn't pick up anything, but he did save a few seconds. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Williams looking for a man. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's fourth and long. Like, it's one thing if it's fourth and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. He's taking the deep shot. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. The quarterback takes a knee. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
Yeah, it's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you, and you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses, and man, we saw that here today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation